In BIM360, project administrators have the ability to change the way in which BIM360 will work with PDF files. This can be done at a folder by folder level. Simply by selecting the project files folder and the three dots, we can choose the PDF viewer option. This allows us to change the default PDF viewer. Currently this is set to a browser. This means that BIM360 will open the PDF in another window within the Google Chrome web browser. We can change this so PDFs will automatically open within the BIM360 viewer. Simply selecting this option and then apply to all subfolders and then hitting the save button will apply these changes to all the project file folders. You will now see the PDF viewer settings have now been saved. To view the PDF, simply select it from the list of documents. Here it will automatically open within the BIM360 viewer, as it would with all other Revit files. We have settings in here which can control the background appearance, where we can leave it white or switch it back to black. For this instance, I'm going to leave it with a white background. With PDFs, we also have version control. If I upload a new file into this location by selecting the Upload Files button, then choose the DRA101 PDF from the dataset, select Open. This will begin to process and upload this version to BIM360. Once the file is uploaded, it will be confirmed with a green tick, and you will now see it is version 2. When we click into this document, it again will open in the BIM360 viewer. Like with Revit and AutoCAD files, we also have the ability to use the compare feature. Here we're going to compare version 1 against version 2. Select the compare feature to start, then we can choose the overlay side-by-side option. Within the side-by-side option, as we drag the slider across the screen, you will see the changes being made to exam room 3-4. It's important to remember that this may not be to scale. We can use the measure tools and then use the calibrate function to automatically create a calibrated distance. You will see that before using the ruler, we must scale the sheet and it needs to be calibrated. Select the calibrate now option. This allows us to pick two known points that we can calibrate the distance. In this point, I'm going to choose the width of the door. So I select my end point here and drag it across to the end point here. Here I can enter the distance. Here I'm going to say that this distance is 3 feet. Once I set the calibration, this will now allow me to calibrate based upon this distance. We can then simply measure as we did before, and BIM360 will tell us that this is now 3 feet 1/4 inches. Select Done to finish. When working with PDFs in the Plans section, upon upload we will be prompted to specify a title block. This is because BIM360 can automatically read the title block information and use optical character recognition to populate this metadata. This can be done for a single file or for multi-page PDFs. If we select the Upload Files option and choose the DRA401 PDF from the dataset, this will begin the upload process. As aforementioned, it will scan for sheet numbers, review the results, and then extract and publish these into sheets. Select OK to start the process. You will see that no layout template has been defined for these sheets. To do this, we can select the drop down and choose a pre-existing or leave it on no template to define a new one. Select Continue and we will define a new template in the next step. Once the documents have uploaded, we will be prompted to review them. You will see that these documents are currently listed with an undefined layout. We have the Define option. Selecting this option will allow us to define a new title block. To do this, select Define. This will open up one of the sheets. We're going to zoom in on the title block area. What we need to do is to define an image crop, so this defines the title block area. Here we're going to choose the image crop option. Simply draw a box around the title block information that we wish to read and then a left click to drop it. Then select the next option. Within here we can give our title block template a name. For this instance I'm going to call it PDF. We can then use these defined fields to automatically read the information and populate metadata about these files. For the number area, simply select the Select Area field. This will then allow us to draw an area around the title block to populate this information. I'm going to draw a window around the drawing number. Anything enclosed in the blue area will automatically be read by optical character recognition and populated into the metadata. For the title, I repeat the process by selecting the area, then draw a box around the area which includes my sheet title. You will now see that it's automatically read for the number A401, and for the title it's read the word sections. To save this, select Save. This will now save this information as a title block template. Currently the files are processing with this title block template in use. Once the sheets are successfully extracted, we can double check to ensure it's extracted correctly. As we scroll down the list, you will see each of the drawing numbers should now be populated and each of the sheet titles. To publish all, select the Publish All button. Once the documents are published, we can choose the Show in Folder option. If we reorder the columns to last updated, you will see that our 4 PDFs are now uploaded with the correct name and title.